It's the Northstars Show, Season 6, Episode 1. That's Claude Hickaway. He's been in the cage since springtime. They finally let him out because the season's getting going. I think he hid the coat. You'll notice that I don't have the coat on this time around. We're still working out the kinks. Paul might have kind of forgot it at home, but we did grab the Norman Wild jersey underneath the coat if we had one. The girls got 3 wins this past weekend. How do you not rep that at the beginning of the season? We can only hope that all of our other AAA teams do just as well as they do. We're looking forward to a really great year. We're going to introduce some new segments as we go along. We're talking about maybe doing a 2-on-1 thing. We'd like to get your questions to us on Twitter. If there's something you'd like the coaches to talk about or the kids to talk about, we're not going to take all the questions. If they're bad questions, we're not using them. If they're mean, we're not using them. But if they're good questions, we'd love to have them. So send them to the Shaw Twitter feed and we'll get them on the show. Coming up today, we've got Matt Steeves, president of minor hockey. Really looking forward to a talk with him about volunteers and how the season's going to get going. We've got Coach James Buchanan and his thoughts on what kind of team we've got and sort of what they've done to rev up the team and get them going. And 1 minute with the Barrie Patterson most popular player, Hunter Halcrow. It's all here on the Northstar Show. This is Episode 1 of Season 6. Coach James Buchanan joins me now on the show. James, we had a little bit of a sneak preview of your coaching style and stuff last year when you filled in for Doug at the end of the year, and now you've got the reins on the team. So welcome aboard.
Well, nice to be back.
Absolutely. It's great to have you back. And your feelings as we head into the year, you've done the tryouts, you've got the team picked, you've been doing some stuff. What kind of team have you put together?
Well, this year we got away from some of the big size that we may have had in the past and looking to build a team with a lot of skill and a lot of speed and skating this year.
It's fantastic. And who are some of the standout guys, some of the returning guys, or maybe some surprises that you found in training camp this year?
Yeah, well, we got Tristan Galarno and Ethan Stuckless back, looking for them. A lot of veteran leadership. Ethan, a third-year player, although he was hurt so much, he doesn't really feel like a third-year player sometimes.
2.5-year player.
But those two guys will look to really help us with the offense. Dennis Skatch from Cross Lake, he had an exceptional year last year in Midget AA, a little taste in Junior B, so he'll be another one to watch up front. On the back end, we got 4 returning defensemen, so we've got lots of veteran leadership back there, and we'll look for them to really build on a lot of the work that they did last year as well.
I think it'll be nice to have that veteran stuff back and maybe a little stronger on D. Last year, that was some of the grumbles that you heard in the stands, is that the D maybe wasn't as strong as it could have been, so it'll be nice this year to be able to rely on them, I think.
Yeah, well, they were, a younger core or, a rookie core last year. We had 2 returners, but neither of them played the whole year. So we'll be looking with the 4 guys really to step up and help the team out. It'll
be great. You got a few new faces behind the bench too. Who have you got helping out those veteran D-men, and who else will be back there this year?
Well, we've got Darcy Deliers helping us out. He's going to work the defensive side of the bench.
Can't wait. Yeah, look at this guy. You can barely see him. Turn sideways, he's gone.
Long-time PA guy for the Northstars, and we're excited to have him join the coaching staff.
Walked across the ice from the booth to the bench.
Yeah, working the forward side of the bench. We got Cody Janai over here.
Some good experience there, too. You're not bringing in a guy that's 100% green, so it'll be good to have him.
He's a championship Midget AA coach, so...
How could you not pick him up?
How could you not? He did a lot of good things with his team last year, and we're excited to see him make his transition to the higher level. Joining us, round out the bench staff, we got longtime trainer Mike Fallon's back, and he's a big asset to the team as well. He's been instrumental in our dry land and our conditioning throughout the fall this year. He's done really some fantastic work with the guys, getting them into shape where they need to be.
Perfect. Kids love him, and you're right, been doing some big work. And I know we've seen the North Stars around town a little bit, and I know you've done some conditioning. So what have you been doing sort of to get the guys ready for the season?
Well, lots of plyometric work and running work and foot speed work. Some strength and core exercise as well. off the ice, on the ice. We've been doing fair share skating and lots of skill development, getting lots of pucks on the sticks, get the feet moving, get the shots going at the goaltenders, and doing all the little things we can to get these guys ready. It's a big step for a lot of them to move into AAA.
It is. It's a whole nother league out there. And people could say, I guess, at a bit of a disadvantage. It's hard to get preseason games. It's hard to really get that game feel. So I'm sure you guys have been trying to do up-tempo stuff and get them ready for the first games of the year.
Yeah, really pushing the pace a lot in practice as much as we can. A little bit of work on some systematic hockey, but really focused on the skill and getting them back up to pace where they need to be. Tomorrow night, we got a little bit of an exhibition game against some former North Star players.
Oh, it doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah, so that'll give us a little bit of a taste of the game feel before we head out on the road on Thursday night.
Yeah, so Thursday night, road games at the beginning of the year. What's your feelings on that? Better to be on the road, a little less pressure than being at home, do you think? Or is it nice to open up with the crowd pushing you here at home?
Well, we'll be playing 2 home openers for sure on the road and possibly a third on the Sunday. So all of those crowds and fans will be amped up for their home teams, but definitely a little bit less pressure, being on the road and working through some of those kinks without all the prying eyes of Thompson over the shoulder. But
For sure, and we'll can't wait to have those guys back here flying high in a couple weeks with the home opener. Lastly, we've seen the guys around town a lot this year. Saw them in the high heels, caught them at the bike jam. I had a nice chance to cruise around with a couple of those guys. So you've been doing lots of community stuff. Can we expect that through the year as well?
Yeah, we'll keep up with the events as they come our way. In the last weekend, we had the guys playing hockey in the Les Mulholland Road Hockey Tournament that we've been running for the last 5 years as well. So it was good to get them on some of the feel-good stuff and make sure that they really are being role models and good citizens for the North throughout the community, and we look to keep that going. There'll be an event happening home opener weekend at Safeway there, where the guys come out and bag groceries and
Can't wait. It's going to be a $400 trip for me, and they can carry them out to the car, too.
absolutely put them to work. That's why they're there.
I love it. We're really looking forward to a big year of seeing the guys doing events like that, but also putting on good events on the ice and winning some games. So best of luck on the road this weekend. We're really looking forward to having you back here in a couple weeks. Thanks for joining me.
Anytime. Thanks.
Hey, I'm Tristan Glarno, number 16 for your Norman Northstars. I play center. Hometown's Flin Flon. Went to Eaton Elementary. My favorite NHL player, Sean Avery.
It's a minor hockey moment here on the Northstars Show. I'm joined by Matthew Steeves, the president of minor hockey. Matt, thanks for joining me. First year as the president of minor hockey, how does it feel?
Oh, well, it's going to be challenging, but I think I'm going to be up for it. I sat in some big chairs before, and hopefully I can fill this chair pretty good for them.
We have every confidence in you. What's your road to El Presidente been? What other roles have you filled on the board?
On the minor hockey board for TMHA, I've really only filled the Adam director. I did the equipment manager for a few years, and then wanted to see how much of a difference I could make and take on a challenging role of president.
Top marks. I love that. And don't say I only did those things, because director of those leagues, it's a thankless job. You're down here at the rink all winter long, sort of just trying to keep everything going. And I mean, coaching's hard work, but so is the managing and running the leagues. I know I've taken a crack at that, and it's no easy task.
It's challenging, but you know what? It's how our league runs, right? So we need volunteers, and that's how it goes.
For sure, and I think you've done a little bit of coaching on your way up to working on the board and things like that. What's a little bit of your coaching history? Give us a little background snapshot, a little step back in time with Matt Steeves.
Wow. Coaching, I've coached here and there, like all over the place. Everything from when it was Kinsman hockey, Squirts hockey, straight up to Bantam. I've done a lot of reffing when I was a kid. A little bit of playing hockey too, and that's it. My coaching history is a lot of it with TMHA.
And that's great, and I mean that's going to obviously serve you well in the big chair now, because it's hard to really, I think, have some empathy for what's going on in the association if you haven't seen everything from the equipment manager right up to the head coach to the boss.
Well, when you have your hands in everything and you can touch it all, you want to make those changes and you can see and help, and I think it helps a lot coming from the smaller roles and working your way up.
I couldn't agree more. Speaking of sort of working your way up and the board, are you still looking for some volunteers this year? How does the board look right now?
Right now, we have a pretty full board. We are looking for a fundraising coordinator. So, if you have some spare time, Bruce, I think you can step up.
Paul doesn't look busy. All he's doing is standing there looking at us.
Yeah, true enough. True enough. We are looking for a fundraising coordinator. The fundraising coordinator really is like the glue for our association, for our rep teams, because they really can't do anything without them.
Without the money, it's hard to go anywhere. It's hard to even pay for the ice and get everybody on there. And like you say, fundraising, it's a big job, but it's an important job. So hopefully we get someone to step up to that.
We hope so. We're trying to get a few people involved right now, and if anyone wants to step up, by all means, let us know.
They'll find you right here at the rink. How do the numbers look for minor hockey? I know you had a couple weekends of registration. I'm sure if somebody showed up here with some cash, you'd probably still take that and put them on the ice. But how do the numbers look?
Well, you're right. I probably would. I never really want to turn any kids away from it. Our numbers are actually looking pretty good. We've got lots of kids in all sorts of divisions. Our pre-novice probably being our largest division yet again. I think we've got 50 to 60 in pre-novice, and the numbers keep going up from there.
Fantastic. And I know we're sort of in the heart of tryouts. We had some evaluations a couple weeks ago, right in between 2 weekends of evaluations and kids looking to make some of the rep teams. How's that going so far?
Good. I think the coaches are doing an excellent job at keeping these kids focused on what their goal is. A lot of these kids want to make these AA teams and these A teams, and they're working hard, and the coaches are pushing them to be the best they can be. And I think the evaluation part, too, is going excellent. These kids are getting better and better, and we can see the improvement our coaches are doing to our kids in our association. So I think it's excellent.
And the coaches really are the heart and soul. I mean, you guys on the board think that you're doing a tough job, but it's those guys on the ice at 5 in the morning and 4 o'clock when nobody's had anything to eat, and you got the little guys out there ripping around that without them we're doomed.
Oh, for sure. And, like the pre-novice coaches that got to pick the kid up 900 times on the ice, and he's still smiling and comes out the next time to do it, so it's great.
For sure. So we're hard to tryouts now. The regular season sort of gets going right after Thanksgiving, I think. Is that when we get going with the evenings and everything else?
Yep, I believe right after Thanksgiving is our full swing into House League, and hopefully if we have a fundraising coordinator, our rep teams will be into full swing into practices and planning out the rest of their year.
We get going. I like it. What do we have planned? Is there any big events, special events planned for the year overall, or are we sort of looking at some of the same things, the Jack Burden, the Munn Cup, those things? Are there any special events planned?
Well, you touched on two of the big ones. I mean, we also have the Prince Berscheid tournament. Lots of memorial tournaments. The Munn Cup, of course, we're getting up there in a few years of doing that tournament. It's a pretty good tournament. We're also looking at possibly doing some programming from Hockey Manitoba for our young kids and our coaches. We're looking at getting a couple skating camps up. The rink, I think, is one of the ones we may be bringing up in conjunction with Skate Canada and Skate Thompson. So we're kind of partnering up and seeing what we can bring up and help our kids and our coaches out.
Yeah, no, that sounds really good. And that partnership is huge, right? If you can't skate, you're not going to be a great hockey player. And they all sort of complement each other down here at the rink.
Well, Skate Thompson has actually partnered up with us, and they're doing a program where if you sign your child up for both programs, so minor hockey as well as Skate Thompson, when the kids pass a certain level, I want to say it's level 2 or level 3, they get a $20 credit from Skate Thompson back, so they don't have to pay that. So it kind of helps out a little bit, and great program to help your kids skate.
Yeah, no kidding. Big family down here at the rink, so it's nice to see everybody work together. Any hot topics that we can talk about going on at the board? I know year after year the discussion around where do the AA players play? Do they play in their own house league? Do they play up? Do they get a choices? Where's that ended up this year?
Well, that debate's never ended.
I don't think anybody has the answer. It's hilarious. It changes every year, right? There's no right answer.
There's no right answer. I mean, everyone's got input into it. We've tried both ways where we've allowed the teams to play up. It's got its pros and cons, and we've tried it now where we allow the kids to make that decision. So if the child makes AA, they can sign form and they can play up into the next level of hockey for them and challenge them a little more. As where it stands, I mean, I don't know. It's challenging every year.
It's tough. I mean, I really like this option right now, and I know that there's some flaws in it too, but I like the fact that the kids get to sort of make a little bit of a decision where they're most comfortable, because there are some AA kids that just really aren't comfortable playing with the bigger kids and the stronger kids a league up, but they're still, talented AA players. So I like giving them the decision, but I also, you and I could talk about this for hours, right? So it could go on and on.
It's a weird topic, right? I mean, but everybody that's been around hockey, especially in Thompson the last few years, has seen everything evolve, and we're just trying to do what's best for the kids. And if playing up the level is better for them, I mean, the child and the parent should be able to make that decision and move them up. Our one division, we are a little handcuffed with Hockey Manitoba because we can't force kids to play in a contact league. So we're a little handcuffed with that, but they sign their forms. It's like a waiver that's allowing them to play up, and they play up. And coaching Bantam last year, we had a couple Pee Wee AA kids move up and play, and they fit in very well.
I think it worked out okay. Let's promise to meet me back here someday, and we'll talk all about contact in hockey. we're not even going to. Let's not even touch that one today. Just as we wrap up, we're seeing the Wild had a great weekend in the preseason. We're seeing some good stuff out of the Bantam AAA program. The Thompson Minor Hockey's put some great kids through the Northstar program, and just maybe some thoughts on what we're doing to develop kids, because it looks like we're really starting to have some success.
Well, our development of our kids, I mean, our Northstar program's been going on since 1984. Many of you know my father and Mr. Matenko were the two that kind of got that going. In '85, we became full-fledged members of the AAA League. We've had great success with kids coming out of there. We're pushing a lot of kids out of Thompson into that with our Bantam AAA program that's up. It's great exposure to them to see what's out there. Our girls, our AAA girls, I mean, they're killing it.
Absolutely.
They're crazy, vicious, and they play hard, and that's what we like to see. Our divisions are good. I mean, we're doing very well in these two leagues, and I'd like to see it continue and get successful.
Fantastic. Congratulations to you for taking the president's spot, and the rest of the board for stepping up and doing some work. To the coaches and the players, we're looking forward to a really great year. Thanks for joining me.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
It's 1 minute with Hunter Halcrow. Hunter, welcome back. You've been on the segment before, but we couldn't resist bringing you back. First one of the year, because last year you picked up the most popular player honors at the awards banquet, so congratulations on that.
Thanks.
And I think the word got out on the fact that you're such a great guy on and off the ice. You got a chance to extend your season a little bit and play some more games last year. Can you tell us about that?
I don't know. I just played in Wayway a couple times, a couple games, and just went all right.
It's good. Did you get a lot of ice down there, or was it a lot of cheering the guys on and just seeing what the speed and what that league's all about?
It was kind of a bit of both. Just played quite a bit, and I sat on the bench a little bit.
Happens to the best of them. And did you find that it's a pretty big change from even playing the Northstars? I know it's a pretty big step up to Northstars when you're playing, regular midget, and then this really feel like another step up?
Oh yeah, it was a lot faster, a lot bigger guys, hit much harder.
You felt them coming in. Obviously, that's going to serve you well for this year. Did you, other than that, did you do anything over the summer to prepare for this year?
Yeah, I did quite a bit actually. I just did a lot of training and went skating in Winnipeg in the summer.
That's great, and I don't know, maybe I'm letting out your secret weapon, but I saw you out on the driveway a few times this summer too, taking slap shots, and you know what? It's never too late to hit the driveway.
Yeah, that's true.
I bet you Crosby does it too sometimes in the summer. Anything else? Did you go on a summer vacation? Any fun stuff happen?
I went to Hit the Ice. It's a TV show.
Oh yeah?
Nothing big.
Yeah, just whatever. You know what? You guys got one of your last practices here before you go on the road, but do you have 1 minute?
Sure, yeah.
Paul, you got a minute? That's what you're going to be doing game one, stepping on other guys' sticks, $300 stick down the tubes. All right, Mr. Popular, chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Always. Ooh, favorite scary movie?
Probably The Conjuring 2.
I don't watch any scary movies. Don't like it. You're on your own on that one. Can you name 3 dwarfs in Snow White?
Good
Question, I like it.
I don't even remember.
All right, Dopey. There's a hint for you.
Grumpy?
Dizzy?
Grumpy?
Grumpy. That's one. Grumpy, dizzy. I don't even know. All right. So there's no dizzy? We're dizzy. Somebody tweet those into us. We could use a hand. Get your phone. Favorite pregame meal?
Maybe just lasagna or spaghetti.
Always with the pasta. Try fish sometime. You never know. Some shipped in from Cross Lake. Facebook or Twitter?
Twitter.
Facebook's dying. I think it's dead. We talked about this already. Any fun this summer? Anything other than the TV show?
No, just hung out with friends.
Hey, that's fun. Yeah. That's a great summer. Black tape or white?
Black.
Any brothers or sisters?
I got 3 sisters.
Are any of them better than you at hockey?
Only one of them plays hockey.
Soon to be. This question always makes me nervous. I can't believe we're doing it show 1. Favorite teacher?
None so far.
You've had a couple weeks at school. Are you going?
Yeah.
All right. We'll get back to you on that. You should find a favorite and butter them up. Take an apple. Do you drink coffee?
Once in a while, not very often though.
Good. Stunt your growth. I've had like 3 cups in my life. Look at me. I'm serious. I'm not kidding. If you do have coffee, how do you like it? Sugar, milk, anything like that?
Just a double-double.
Yeah, that's a lot. How long does it take you to get ready for a game? How soon do you get down here? 7 o'clock game at night. When would you get here?
Probably 4 o'clock, 3 hours before.
And what does the routine involve? A little bit of soccer, I'm guessing, hanging with your buds, listen to some tunes, karaoke?
Yeah, a little bit of dancing in the dressing room.
I like it. What's your favorite kind of music?
Kind of a like dancey or rap kind of music.
All right. Hip hop, R&B-ish. Yeah. Any pets, cats or dogs at home?
I got a dog named Wrinkles.
And he's wrinkly, or she. I don't know. It's a wrinkly dog though. Which teammate have you known the longest?
Mackle.
Yeah?
Yeah, probably.
It's too bad Nakbar moved.
Yeah, or maybe Dennis and Darian.
Yeah?
One of those 2.
All right. Barry Patterson, most popular player, Hunter Halcrow. Thanks for giving me maybe just more than 1 minute.
Thank you.
That's it. Episode 1 of Season 6 is in the books. I want to thank James Buchanan, Coach James, for joining us. We're looking forward to a real big year from him. It's nice to have him back behind the bench. 1 minute-ish with Hunter Halcrow, and most popular player last year, lovable guy. It was great to have him on the show. Matt Steeves, too, president of minor hockey. Great interview with him. Some thoughts on kids moving up and down and just what's going on with minor hockey. I think this is a great way to start off the year. These guys are the Bantam AAA Wolves. They're going to be in town this coming weekend. They're playing Saturday night at 8, Sunday morning at 11. We wanted to encourage everybody to come on out and check them out. Looking for a really great year from them. Thank you, too, to the Norman Wild for lending me the jersey. What a start to the season for them. 3 wins. I mean, it's a stellar start for Thompson. We're looking forward to our guys doing great on the road this weekend. So best of luck to the Northstars. It's the Northstars Show. Thanks for watching.